Your organization makes decisions worth tens of millions of dollars. A year later, it cannot explain them. You approved them, and no one can tell you why. The reasoning lived in a meeting, a deck, an email thread, and the heads of people who have since moved on. When a board, an auditor, or a regulator asks why, you are reconstructing it from memory. MagnaRix is the system of record for the decisions you cannot afford to get wrong. This is the register, your institution's memory. Every consequential decision in one place, each with a named owner, its status, and its approval. Not a dozen scattered documents, one institutional record. Open any decision, and before the document itself, the institution lens reads it across 6 layers in plain language: the decision, the reasoning behind it, the judgment that carried it, whether it still coheres, the cognitive load it places on the institution, and its continuity over time. A verdict on each, and you can drill into anyone. The Reasoning tab keeps the full trail of how the call was reached, including what AI contributed, each step attributed and held under a person's authority. Reasoning you can replay, not a conclusion you are asked to trust. Decisions do not stand alone. MagnaRix builds them into a knowledge graph: what depends on what each choice influences, and the hubs the whole institution leans on. Challenge one assumption, and you can see the blast radius, every decision it touches, before it surprises you. Decision memory keeps each decision as a durable record you can step back into years later. The reasoning, the alternatives, the approval chain as it stood. When the people have left and the tools have changed, the record still answers. Authority is explicit: who may decide, who must approve, and who carries the call. When a hard decision is made under uncertainty, MagnaRix records who stood behind it, so when the consequence arrives, the accountable person is named, not a committee no one can identify. Coherence is computed continuously from the record: which decisions still hold together, which are drifting into tension, and which assumptions have quietly decayed, so a contradiction surfaces here before a regulator or a collision between programs finds it for you. This is continuity infrastructure. Reconstruct the institution at any earlier moment, and watch how its positions evolved, where it changed its mind, and why a call that looks wrong today made sense when it was made. A decision that holds has to become work. MagnaRix carries the approved call into the systems your teams already run on, with the line back to the decision that authorized it intact, so execution never quietly drifts from intent. The forward promises inside each decision are tracked until they are kept: delivery dates, exposure limits, the conditions to revisit a call. A missed commitment surfaces here, not from a counterparty. And as AI takes part in more of these decisions, every agent is named and governed by the same rules as your people, attributed and reviewable. Here, AI does not erase accountability, it inherits it. So when someone finally asks why, the evidence is already waiting: readiness across every decision, and a signed bundle for any one of them. No scramble, and no reconstruction under pressure. MagnaRix, cognition-grade infrastructure for the decisions you cannot afford to get wrong. Institutional memory, reasoning, judgment, coherence, and continuity on one record. Be ready the next time someone asks you why. See it on one of your own decisions at MagnaRix.ai.